Hey everyone, welcome to MarLean Fitness. My name is Brooke and welcome to today's workout. We have a 20-minute full body HIIT and we're going to read from 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 17 before we begin. Only everyone should live as the Lord has assigned, just as God called each one. So let's today, as we get ready to work out, reflect on the Lord's will for us and really just trying to give ourselves over to the Lord, offer up this workout in particular for Him, and try our best to do His will. All right, you guys, we have the first step is a bicep and a march at the same time. I'm gonna be using 5-pound dumbbells today. Feel free to use whatever your body feels, whatever time of day it is. Let's roll those shoulders back, pick up those weights, and we're gonna start to bicep curl and march those knees in one at a time. Here we go. We've got 40 seconds of work today, 20 seconds off. And thinking about that verse, where do we find ourselves falling short of the Lord's will? How can we better strive to do His will? Almost there. All right, we're gonna be in this parallel position here, holding those weights close to our bodies, and we're extending those arms and one leg behind us, coming back to that neutral parallel position. So extend and bend. We're working our triceps in this move. Closing those ribs, engaging that core. 40 seconds. Here we go. Keeping those weights really tucked to your side. Let's go ahead and bring those weights to our shoulders. And we're gonna take these squat walks and then a shoulder press. So we're gonna squat it down. We're walking 2 to the right, squat press it up, pull it down, and then 2 to the left, squat press it up. Trying to stay nice and low. Keep that chest lifted. Let's set one of those weights down. We have a kettlebell swing, but we're going to use that dumbbell. If you have a kettlebell at home, feel free to use it. In this position, we want to keep our toes forward. We send that weight back, and then we send it just at our shoulders. We don't want to go past our shoulders in this move. As we lift up, we squeeze that core, squeeze those glutes, weight in those heels. Keep that chest lifted. Picking up those weights. Again, we have these static marches. So we're gonna hold those weights above our head and just bring those knees in. Feeling a little crunch, especially in those lower abs. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Hold that core strong. Three, two, and one. We have an alternating front raise. So keep those weights out in front of you. Weight in your heels. Hold that core strong. We're gonna lift one at a time. Those arms out in front of us. Here we go. All right, we're gonna take a deadlift, single leg deadlift. So we're actually gonna start by pointing that left foot back because we're working that standing leg as we begin. So let those weights kind of pull you down as that back leg lifts and then you come back up. Here we go. Again, keeping that weight in your heel. Taking your time with these, you've got 40 seconds. Soft bend in that standing leg. Try and spot something in front of you for balance. Nice job. Let's shake it out and go to that left side. So this time we point the right foot back because we're working that left leg, that left standing leg. And same thing, letting those weights pull you down and squeezing everything back up, but we keep that chest lifted. Here we go. We have a hammer curl and a back lunge. So we come to neutral position, which is parallel. We take that hammer curl and then we lunge it back. Hammer curl, other side. So we're alternating those back lunges, coming to that parallel position each time. I encourage you to try and tap that knee onto the mat so you're really getting low in those lunges. All right, we're gonna take alternating side lunges. So maybe standing at the center of your mat, we're taking it down with those weights. We come back to center and we have an upright row. And then we take it to the left. Back to center, upright row. Here we go. Nice deep side lunges, keeping that chest lifted. We are halfway. Maybe we can give gratitude to God for being able to make it to this point in the workout, to move our bodies. Just giving thanks and praise to Him for this day, for all the little things. All right, we're going down to our mats. Let's go ahead, just set those weights down. We're on our hands and our bottoms. We're gonna take our heels and just take this little up and over, keeping that chest lifted. Here we go. Fingertips forward. The further those heels go towards the edge of your mat, the harder it is. Ten. All right, let's actually grab those weights. We're just gonna put them to the side of us so that we have them ready for our next move. Let's go ahead and roll down to our mats. We're gonna hug those knees into the chest. Let's go ahead, keep that right knee hugged in. Let that left leg hover just above your mats here. And we have these little switches. We're keeping the head, neck, and shoulder lifted. Let's press that lower back into the mat. All right, let's hug those knees back into the chest. We're lying our heads down. We're pressing that lower back into the mat. And we're picking up those weights to place them on our hips as we take these glute bridges. So walk those feet nice and close to your bottom. We're just gonna lift those hips up to the ceiling. Here we go. Lift and lower. Lower down. You can drop those knees from right to left. We're just gonna hold that glute bridge position with those weights on those hips, and we're just gonna pulse those hips up towards the ceiling. So getting ready. Here we go, let's send those hips up. We're gonna hold here and just pulse. Modification, you can always drop those weights down. Lower those hips down. All right, next and final glute bridge move here. We have a static hold with those weights above our chest. And we're gonna lift those hips up to the ceiling and march our knees in, keeping those feet nice and flexed. lower those hips down, followed by those weights, and we're gonna come on to our hands and knees. We're gonna extend that right leg behind us, lifted, and we're going down to our elbows. And we're just gonna pulse that leg up. So let's keep that foot nice and flexed as we pulse and lift. Belly button to spine here. Beautiful, lower that leg down. Let's come on to our hands. We're gonna stay on this right side just for one more move here. We keep that right foot back. We're lifting up that leg and then we're digging those toes into the mat. So here we go, we're gonna lift it up and pulse that leg. In this floating tabletop position, soft bend in those elbows. Breathing. How can you offer this up to God? Awesome. Lower down those knees, shake it out. We're just taking that all to the left side. So point that left foot back. We're going down to those elbows and we're starting with those pulses. Flexing that foot, getting ready. Here we go, pulse. Down. We know what's coming. We're keeping that left leg behind us. We're on our hands and we're digging those toes into the mat. So we're in that floating tabletop position with that left leg pulsing. Here we go, you guys. Soft bend in those elbows. Let's work. All right, lower everything down. We have one more move for this workout. We're gonna be in this push-up position, and then we're gonna come up to a plank in between each push-up. So we're on our knees. You could also be on your toes. We're going down for that push-up, and then returning to that plank. Almost there, you guys. Let's finish strong. Good, bring those knees down. Whew. Grab some water. Awesome work today. Thank you for joining me for another workout. Be sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I would love to hear from you guys. God bless.